Hello and welcome to Catterboxes, brought to you by Ford. I'm Meg McDonald and I'm joined by my co-host Becky Webster. How are you today, Becky Webster?
I'm good, Dal. How are you?
That's great. We've got a big show lined up for everyone. We'll have Rankin with Georgie Rankin as per. Do we exist without it? Probably not. Absolutely. And later we've got a little 25 gamer out of nowhere, Darcy Moloney. Guest last season who just really moved.
Great.
It was great. So pumped to have her on again, probably 20 games later.
So good.
Yeah. And thanks to Ford bringing you this potty. And also, I actually am in a new Ford at the moment. And
you were driving a beast.
I'm a new woman.
No,
I've returned to my former self. The first car I drove was a four-wheel drive. And I'm lucky enough to be in the new Ford Everest Sport. And whew,
She fancy.
You
know what? It actually gives me a bit of like country girl vibe. That's what a country girl would drive. Like, yes. I'm a boss.
I don't know how it's going around the little tight streets of Manifold Heights, but I'm ready to take it to the country. It's such a treat. So I'll drive you.
I can't wait to go on our adventures together.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you? How are you?
I'm feeling really just in this great mindset at the moment.
Look
just
at
feeling
you. She back.
glowing. I felt like I went down on a little bit of a lump, probably a couple of weeks ago.
Lumpy slump.
That third quarter sort of vibe. But just feeling good, feeling like myself again the last few weeks, and just really excited for the weekend.
Unreal.
How about you, Dol? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good too. The excitement of the weekend, I don't know, has it hit you? I mean, it's just sort of, I feel like I can feel it around us, but at the same time, I'm still, which I think is very positive, in a business as usual. How do we get better excited by the next opportunity, focused on improving from the weekend before, which hopefully is the key to unlocking a bit more excellence this weekend. I'm in a good head. 48 and a bit hours out.
I can't believe it. It's Thursday today. Like, where's the week gone?
It's gone.
It's gone. And then playing Saturday, yeah. So last training session tonight, which will be good. Bit of a good feel, good session, a lot of touch, bit of banter.
Yeah. Open training session, actually.
Yeah. Open training session. Was that 5:10 tonight? Everyone get down 5 o'clock?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, so it'll be good to see the support and the fans about. So super pumped.
That's our general pumpness. I think we'll preview the game a little bit later, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you got anything for me to start us off?
I do, Meg. You did inspire me with your beautiful white Crocs that you got the other day. And we were chatting about how I got miscommunicated with my sister last week. So she ordered me some Crocs for my birthday and they arrived. And
I thought we were going to have the same pair.
Yeah, well, a little bit different. They're more of like a slide version. Yep. I just like the little bit of a hint here and there.
No less of a treat for your feet. So match.
So that's what I've got for you, Dal. What about you? What do you have for me?
Well, actually, I've just got the general activity of buying a bunch of books that you're probably not going to read.
Did you feel?
It sounds random, but I was in Melbourne yesterday to do the media call for the finals launch, which another source of excitement. I was at AFL House and being like, all right, when's everyone going to get here? Everyone's here. There are only 8 of us.
Yeah.
Let's go. Held the cup.
Oh,
controversial. You don't really want to touch it.
Mm.
Whatever. A little tasty taste.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. So it was good to have everyone's excitement there. But then I thought, you know what? I'm in Melbourne, my old hometown. I'm just going to walk the streets. No, I was actually looking for a particular book and I end up, it was out of stock in a number of stores and next minute I've bought 6 books.
Oh my gosh.
Bought 6 books. I'm like, you pretended to... Well, yeah, I almost got a literature degree. I feel really good about myself walking around with all these paperbacks. And I'm just going to pretend that I'm the kind of person that just reads.
You are that person, babe.
No,
Own it.
I just want a cliff top home in Anglesea and I'm just going to read in front of my long black every morning and then go for a walk on the beach and have it. Anyway.
I love that for you.
So it's the specific form of retail therapy that is buying a book. That's what I've got for you. That's so random, but
how good are
it's just the bookstores.
Mm.
I do think there's something in feeling my site could probably go into this, but the difference between playing football and the peace and quiet of like sitting with that sort of balance.
I love that.
So look, I did that yesterday and it left me feeling good about myself. So highly recommend.
Well, all around feeling good. Feeling the energy around the group, actually. It's been really good after
the group's great.
Last weekend's win. Do we want to talk about that?
We do. Why wouldn't we?
Do we want to talk about that? Yes, we do.
Did it surprise you? I guess is my question to you. So just for what did we win by? 75 points, I think.
Was it? Yeah.
75 points. Second team ever to break the ton. First time we've ever done that. Clinical.
Wow.
Was it a surprise?
Wasn't a surprise. I sort of like I think a lot of people came into the game with a mindset of we just want to play our footy and to the best of our ability and just back our system in, and everyone just honed in to next level. It was just so good.
We did this. We all stood around and we just honed in to each other.
It was great. But I thought I would shout out actually Chantal Emerson on the weekend, because Dan's pre-game and kind of like coming into the game, we wanted to get more speed on the footy and get the ball inside 50 and stuff like that. And Shan just played and executed that role so well off the half-back all day. And
I somewhat feel like I can't say anything here because I honestly think Shan might think I'm at risk of full-blown fangirl at the moment.
You do love Shan.
I love Shan so much. I love her kick. I love her humour. I love her dedication to the team. I love that she's got a lit kick and yet is so committed to the
hardball.
1%ers, hardball stuff. I rate her. I rate her, Becky.
It was so good.
So I said I was going to say anything, but there you go. I've said something. Great shout, because I think you could easily be like, Chloe Shear, beast mode, 4 goals. Jackie Parry's contest work was great. She got some scoreboard reward.
Yep.
Kate Darby, clearance queen.
Oh, we didn't need to be in there, doll. She was just taking them out herself.
I know. I tell you what, there is some growth. And there was that one where she could have given the hands to you, and she was like, can I say? And I was going to use the word I probably won't say. She was like, I'm facing forwards. I'm going to go myself.
I loved it.
I was on the bench for that one. I was like, yes, queen. And do you know what? I just think she perfectly draws. I mean, we're going to get to the game on the weekend soon, but if I look at Darbs, who was dropped from the team in round 4, when we last played North Melbourne, to think that she is such a critical part of our football at the moment is just a testament to, I think, the growth across 6 weeks. So
100%.
On your Darbs. Must have been her guest appearance in the pod that really got her going.
That was good.
But yeah, it was great. Did you know that we were breaking records along the way?
No, I just coming into 3/4 time, I was like, let's get to 100 here. Like,
I was thinking,
what was it? 13 points.
I think we're at 60. I was like,
I was like,
we're over halfway.
We've got this. Let's get to 100. But no, I didn't realize that we were close to breaking the highest ever.
Once we hit 100, I thought, how many teams have done this? I couldn't tell you. Were you thinking percentage? Because there was, going into the round, we could have finished all over the shop in terms of top 8.
Yeah, I just was like, goal after goal. Loving it. More break.
That's the zone you need to be in. I was more like, this is our highest score at quarter time. This is our highest score at half time. If we do this. But I was free to do that in the back line because we were taking the ball forward so often. So
love that.
Well on the gals. It was so bloody good to be back here in front of the home crowd.
I know. It makes such a difference driving up from home like 10 minutes away and like coming into GMHBA. I feel like your prep and your mental game is just elite. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I just love coming here for home games and knowing that you've
playing here.
Oh, it's just
I love just you look up and you're like, yeah. You literally know the lay of the land and you know where people are going to be, and it helps that synchronicity for sure.
100%.
I was thinking a bit about, I was like, percentage, we could get a double chance. Were you watching the North Melbourne Richmond game?
Yeah, I was, and I just did not know what to wish for. Yeah, I was like, go north, and then I was like, but don't kick too many goals, and then I was like,
but then also like totally fine if we're not fourth. Like it was a bit,
because I'm like, home game.
I'm going to throw my housemate under the bus. I was watching with a few of the girls. And then with about 3 minutes to go, when we were in the top 4, Rach just goes, and we're going to Brisbane. I was like, Rach.
Not yet, Del.
But here's the thing. No double chance, not going to Brisbane. What have we got?
We got nothing to lose, Del.
We got nothing to lose. At a home final.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I was like, what are you fishing for here?
I'm fishing for home final, GMHBA again.
I'm so
sorry,
pumped.
we're just going about it again and again, but we love.
So good.
7:10
and I
on
think
a Saturday.
7:10 Saturday. I don't know about you, but I've got a lot of country gals and boys coming. So
I don't have that many country gals and boys in my life, but I'll try. I'll wrangle a few. I've actually... I'll be missing a couple. My sister's moving to London next week. She's put her drinks on, her going away drinks Saturday night.
Can it be like 11 p.m. Sunday night?
It's 4 o'clock. She works in breakfast television, so she's an early gal. So look, I reckon they will be the only fans watching from home. Everyone else,
everyone come down.
The stadium.
So good. I'm so pumped. I can't believe it's weird to think that it is like a final. I feel like I haven't quite clicked over to like. Wow. Like it's just business as usual, like you said. I think coming into like tonight, it'll be a good feel-good session. And then, maybe Saturday when I wake up, it'll be that feeling where you're like...
I was super nervous before the weekend. I think I've got that out of the way, which is great.
Yep.
But not to go back there, just for one more thing. But as we were leaving the ground, Jono, head of AFLW, Brett, said, gosh, he goes, it's a different feeling to round 10 last season. And I was like, yeah. True. And then we walked and we sat down and I was thinking about it and I thought, oh my gosh, it's different. People started addressing, as Dan was addressing the group and we were thanking people for the support, I thought, my gosh, I had to do this time. Well, in March. Only 7 months ago in March. And was getting quite emotional at how much we'd put in and how often we experienced a narrow loss. And to think that we were tired then, but now we're at round 10 this season and we feel like it's just the beginning.
We're probably at the peak,
Can we use the word exciting again? It's exciting.
So good.
What are we... Any more thoughts on North? Are we thinking about the round 4 game?
I don't think so. I think we're such a different team now compared to then. And I feel like coming into the game, we're going to be really honing into us and our system and just not worrying about just taking those clinical risks that we did on the weekend and knowing we can with that support behind us. So I'm super pumped.
Let's go.
Oh, so good.
No, I agree. I think the only thing that you sort of look back to the round 4 game and think is you have to play the system. You have to do what's required. We didn't necessarily in round 4 until too late in the game. And then possibly in round 9 against Adelaide, we came away from it a little bit against a team where we thought we could win this game. So I think if we've learned anything, it's be consistent with your commitment to our kind of footy. So we'll make that guarantee to the listeners.
That's good. So keen, as I said before, but I don't know if we can cover much more on it.
No, we're
excited, ready to go. I think we can't be any more prime than we are now, and just feeling and trusting the system as much as we can be. So
let's go. I reckon now Georgia Rankin and Darcy Moloney will probably feel the same way. Should we
get them on?
Get them on.
Let's do it.
So yeah.
See ya.
It's time for our number 1 of 1 segment.
Our favourite one.
Rankin with Georgie Rankin.
Ladies, what a spot we've got here today.
How good.
It's a new setting for us.
It's nice. It was a bit hard to find, actually.
It was. I got a bit lost. I thought, surely I know this stadium inside and out. And I walked up and I think it was some trades that were trying to help me out, but they sent me the wrong direction. And I was like, I'm just going to politely agree with you and go where you've told me.
I love that.
Anyway.
You're here.
You're here.
I'm here. You're looking great. And we should note that you make time in your workday every week.
Yes,
and which often results in you just looking schmick.
Mind you, I did walk in. This is a style Becky Webster. We did comment.
I put myself together for once. Usually come in with a hoodie and tracky ducks on. But
I didn't pick you for a vest, gal, to be honest.
Oh, this is the first time I've worn it.
I love
it. It is a vibe.
Oh,
you've really nailed it. Really
Cheers.
nailed it.
Coming into today very well loved.
And you're going to start me off really well because I think you've got a bit of a different look with the hair
Oh,
too.
yes.
This is something, did you get it off YouTube?
I actually was talking to Meg earlier and I really wanted to try this hairstyle. because I ordered a dress and I feel like it would look really nice with it. Amazing. And I was like, can I do this myself or do I need to book in my hairdresser?
You've nailed it.
To work this. But hopefully I can pull it off again.
Yeah. I think you'll be able to, although sometimes you get that first time.
I know. That's what I was saying.
She said that.
I was like,
I'm not going to be able to replicate it because you get that one time.
Anyway, we are dragging on. This is eating into the seggy. But I'm ready
are you about
to
to do a seggy way into your seggy?
I absolutely am.
Okay.
I've nailed it. So I've got a different style one. I loved the collaboration of the last one. I think hearing from you two as well.
But we've been cut.
No. We're
doubling down.
We're continuing on. So I've got a rapid fire style ranking with Rankin. So there's actually 4 topics, and it's strongest game of whatever the topic is.
Okay.
Right? And the reason why that works so well is my first one is best game day hairstyles or strongest game day hairstyles. Right?
Oh,
best
Bowie.
and strongest. I thought of Bowie too.
You've jumped straight in.
Here we go.
I probably didn't explain it very well enough. You can either hit a straight one, or if you've got a couple up there, you can do a 3-2-1.
Okay.
Oh,
a 3-2-1.
Oh gosh.
So,
okay, no prep here.
So you've hit the Bowie, which was also my number 1.
Yep.
But I also want to do special shout outs to my number 2 would be our gal Nina, who loves it's a wash, but then it's a pre-game day, get in the ocean, get some salt, and that just has her curls on point for game day.
I also want to shout out Gunj. Her hair is always on point game day.
And that's kind of I was going to compliment on that. It's that part into the slick back. And I think you, Gunj, and even Laura's jumped on board that one. And it just looks so sharp. So definitely came in at number 3. I will say, Meg.
I am here. Yes, I'm here.
Who you got?
Well, I'm going to have to represent myself, I think.
And you know what? You actually had completely slipped my mind until this point in time where I'm staring at you. The pigtails. The pigtails.
Don't worry, mate. If I didn't come to mind straight, I honestly, the only reason that I was continuing to do it was because I thought it was iconic. But clearly, my own hosts can't remember it.
I think this is the first slip up I've made in my ranking. That was poor from me. So, Meg, I reckon you'd slip in at number 2.
For consistency, if nothing else.
Yep. Michaela Bowen, number 1. The braids are week on week there.
Great.
Shout out to Liv, her beautiful partner, who
nails it every week.
Schmick.
All right, what's the next one?
Number 2, strongest slipper game. Meg, do you want to start us off? Because I think we know who hits number 1 for this.
Can I just say it?
You can say it.
Becky Webster.
Becky Webster. And tell us what these slippers look like.
They're beautiful. They're pink and they're platformed and they're comfy. I reckon I've chatted on the pod when I got them.
I think you have, yeah.
They're great.
I look at them and I think, Legally Blonde, she would rock them.
Actually, I'm just thinking of number 2. Julia Crockett Grills.
Absolutely. That was my number 2 as well.
Yeah, I love them.
You just think the classic grandpa style.
Moccasins.
Moccasins. Yeah, she loves a mocco.
And they're black, they're fluffy. They just look like ultimate comfort. When she gets out of the pools, puts those on with her oversized trackies and hoodie. I just want to slip straight into bed, have a hot chocolate. I don't know. She nails it.
Critical question for you. Sock or no sock? On
with
a slipper?
Moccasins, yes. Or like the enclosed ones, yes.
Yes.
I reckon.
Yeah, too much sweat otherwise, hey?
Yeah. Mine are open-toed, so I can get away with no sock.
Okay. Was there
get
someone else?
Airflow.
Nah, they were my top 2.
Okay.
AMAC likes a slipper.
2 from 2?
She does like a slipper. An open heel, but she has covered
heel,
over
but
toe.
cover the toe.
Yeah.
We're all different. I love it.
All right, we're on to our third one. Strongest snack game. And this is one that I reckon on away trips you see pretty clearly.
I'm just realising, have you structured this so that each of us get a mention? As
No.
you would be in you've got a strong snack game.
Do you reckon?
Don't you?
I'm just thinking when we went to actually jog the memory when we played North last time and you brought little cucumbers.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm thinking.
And they got taken.
No,
they got through. You got through.
No,
So
if I
turn
think
up-
of snack, I think, does someone get stopped by airport security for bringing food into state? That was you.
I did not.
Or
No,
you
I
get
slipped
stopped because
through
you
and
got
AMAC
scared
and Prez were a couple rows behind me.
sniffer dogged.
Dogged, mini cucumbers taken off them, cherry tomatoes all gone, and I still had mine until the end of the trip. I don't think I even ate them. It was poor from me.
It was the thought that counts.
But no, that was not my person. So I hit number 1 at...
You were not your own person. Okay, good.
Zali Friswell.
Yes,
and you've got to give a shout out to Angela because I do know that that's where these are coming from. But she's got everything. Everything you need, knock on her door. Most of the time there's some, what are those?
What are they?
Harvest snaps. Loves her harvest snaps.
Oh, okay.
Yep, lollies.
Before training, she's always got the rice cake. What are they called? Rice cakes?
Rice crackers.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, every training.
God, I pay no attention.
So Zal's is definitely strongest snack game. And then I've got to say, AMAC and Prez have a close second. They now take a cooler bag on away trips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't you think in Sex and the City, how they say like the city is the 5th character? Sex and the City fans, anyone?
Yeah.
I'm not,
no?
but
that's what they say. Aren't you? Oh gosh. Anyway, basically, I think Angela Friswell's becoming our 4th feature.
I love her. We actually should get her on the pod.
We should get a panel of the parents that love.
I got a lot of feedback last week. There was actually, I think our pod and our last week created some intra-club parental friction.
Is this about the?
This is about the 2K time trial.
Was Dougal not impressed?
Dougal was not impressed and made a note to the Friswells that Nina had played multiple sets of tennis that morning and that Friz's time was unofficial because it was just done on Strava and that Nina would probably still win.
We love some healthy competition.
The competitive
it's
nature.
Great.
Yeah. Shout out Ange. Shout out Ange also for that, you when you go fishing for a pump up.
Yeah.
Not fish. And then Ange is like, after the game, I was like, I said something about being disappointed. She goes, you got to have a bad one occasionally. I wanted to pump up there, Ange, but all good.
You wait for this week. You wait for this week. You will get it on the boundary before you even get off the ground.
This is me fishing.
Got it, Ange?
That's gold. That's gold. All right, so that was the 3rd. So now we're on to the last one, which is one that I thought we could give a bit of time to because it always gets a feature in our conversation, and it's the strongest brow game.
Ooh.
And it's going to be controversial because there's so many up there.
Not at all. I don't think there's any controversy about number 1. I just think the fact that Amy McDonald still drives to Ballarat. She's moved to Geelong, but she still drives to Ballarat to get her brows done.
They look 3 weeks.
They look great. They always look so good.
Yeah.
She is on... Becky Webb, you would have to be number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
Number 2.
I mean, possibly number 1, but...
Nah, AMAC's brows
it's a real close
beautiful.
second. I think Jules got hers done the other night.
Oh my God.
They were looking
schmick
on.
Schmicky.
And I want to give a shout out to Darcy Moloney. Naturally has
great brow.
Oh, great brows. I wish I had the thickness and the
length?
Oh, just everything.
Were you going to say girth?
Nah, I was going to say they're bold. They're just naturally bold.
Oh, yeah, she's dark haired.
Oh, so lucky.
Do you tint?
I do. Just to fill in these ends. Keep that
I love
thickness consistent. So it's one that we talk about a lot. Have we missed anyone?
Meg, your brows are pretty good.
Thanks, girl.
I'm trying to think.
Look on G's face. Was like, are they?
No, they are. They are strong. I'm just trying to think.
No tint here.
If there was someone that we missed.
Dan Lowther.
Best hairdo, Dan Lowther.
Best game day hairdo, consistent.
Oh gosh.
So there you go, gals. I just wanted to throw a rapid fire. I love the collaboration, the way we bounce off, and everyone sees things differently. So
loved it.
It gives our listeners some insight into off
our value
ground.
System.
Fresh brows.
And what's important to the gals?
Forget contested ball. Forget clearance. Forget disposal efficiency. Brows, snacks and slippers.
I love it.
So there we go, ladies. Hopefully I'm back next week.
You will be back. We'll see you next week, babe.
You will see me next week. And we will come home.
We'll rank top backline of goals from the weekend. That's the plan.
God, I feel like I talk about that every season with you. And it's got to be coming.
You got close on the weekend.
Entries, I thought, girl, straight through the big sticks.
Shani running ahead of the mark on So, Webby, when you did that wonderful, I'm lining up for a set shot, but I'm actually passing it to Scotty one.
Oh, yeah.
Shan had run ahead. Shan was like, I'm on here.
Oh, I wish I'd seen it.
Not going to lie, there was one where I was inside the forward 50.
Hey, girls, don't worry. I'll hold safety. I gotcha. Be free. I'll defend the goals.
I was there for way too long. I'm going, your time's done. Get out. I've missed you. Get out of here.
Fun.
Too far away from home. All right, thanks, girls.
Thanks for joining us, Dal. And
see you training.
Next
week.
See you training.
Bye.
Welcome back, Catterboxes. We are joined with Darcy Moloney, our little star of the group.
A little star.
She's come a long way in the last couple of years, Darce. I wanted to kind of flash back a little bit to give the listeners a little bit of a glimpse of where you grew up, what got you into footy, why you're here and how you got here.
Yeah, I grew up in Colac, so Shelley Scott territory a little close by. So, when I was younger, there wasn't really much football in Colac besides Oz kick, but I got a bit old for that. Too busy bashing all the boys around, so they kicked me out of that. I didn't play for a long time. I used to pretend I hated footy, actually, because I just was so sad that I couldn't play. And then, year 10, we started up footy at school. And funny enough, Shelley Scott was there that day, actually, and they awarded a Shelley Scott medal. I ended up winning it that day. So
Shelley Scott
funny story. I doubt you remember that.
This is brilliant.
That's my claim to fame. From there, I started playing with Colac Imps, and then from there it was really, really fast sort of journey. Got picked up with the Geelong Falcons, and then made it into Vic Country Academy, and then drafted the next year. So yeah, it was pretty quick.
Oh my gosh, so much to discuss. We've got pretending to hate footy because we were, because it was ripped from us. We've got Shelley Scott. Anyway, should we have mentioned you're on because it's your 25th game?
Yes.
Huge and exciting milestone for you. Webby, do you remember when Darce joined us when she was under 18? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, because your birthday's... Oh, no.
Yeah, but she trained on. Remember, we had a couple of the Falcons girls come and train with us, and I remember doing a specific drill at when we had our camp at Anglesea. I think we were at South Barwon Footy Club, and I just remember us tearing up one particular drill. Oh. And then they're like, "Oh, we're probably going to pick her up." I was like, "Yeah, great."
I love that.
She good.
No, I can't remember.
I didn't realise you'd had such a gap in your footy. What did you do sort of from those teenage years?
Yeah, I pretty much did every sport under the sun to make up for it. I guess I couldn't really find that sport I really loved. I danced since I was 4, still doing that now.
Do you find a correlation between dance and footy?
Oh, not really. Nah,
there's a bit of flexibility,
yeah, I mean,
longer kicks.
Compared to my other sort of dance people, I'm not flexible, especially my sister. So I did a lot of netball, basketball, cricket, tennis, but nothing really stuck until football. I think anyone that knows me, it suits my personality a lot more than the others. So, but it all worked out well in the end. So,
I love that.
Are you finding yourself, how does the milestone sort of sit with you? I think we've had a couple this season and you think 25 games doesn't sound like a lot, and I hope that it's not a lot in light of all the games that you'll play in your career. But nonetheless, it's been from when you first kicked a footy to now, that's a long time. So have you reflected on the fact that you've played 25 or you will have played 25?
Yeah, I didn't even know I would hit it this year until GC's dad told me that I would if I played every game plus the final. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay, because it just feels like it's come around so quickly. I never would have imagined when I was young, kicking the footy in the backyard with my dad, that I'd ever be able to play AFL football as a profession. So, yeah, coming into this week, I'm super proud of it, and I hope it's just the start of a long journey. And it's just gaining that experience. It's making me, feel really grateful for, obviously, the opportunity to play. So, yeah.
It's super exciting, Darce. We've all loved playing alongside you. I reflecting on the last couple of weeks, I feel like you've taken that next step again this season and really elevated your game, probably playing a bit more midfield minutes as well around the ball. But do you want to talk about to the listeners kind of your mindset over the last couple of weeks and kind of coming into finals? It's a big occasion, how you're feeling around that, and how you kind of bring that energy into this big game.
Yeah, I probably struggled for the first 6 rounds of the season to sort of feel my place in the side and like what my role was, what I bring, what I do well. I was probably trying to be like a player that I'm just not. Like I was just sort of trying to find the game instead of the game coming to me, and I think I put a lot of pressure on myself for the first 6 rounds after the Pracky match. I thought I had to do that every week and be that player, but I don't. I sort of think coming into West Coast, I came in with a different mindset where I was like, you know what, screw it, just be you, just attack the football. If the ball's there to win it. But if it's not there, what else can you be doing for the team? So I think coming into the last couple of weeks, I haven't been sort of thinking about disposals, goals. I just sort of went in thinking, I'm just going to hit some bodies. I'm going to tackle some girls. Like that's when I'm doing that sort of 1% of stuff. That's when I play my best footy. So I thought, coming into the last couple of games, that's what I'll bring, and I hope to bring that in to this weekend because, I think when I think too much of myself and what I'm trying to gain, it just doesn't work for me. So if I go into a game thinking, what can I do for you guys? What can I do for my teammates? It ends up coming to you anyways. So
absolutely.
It's it hasn't gone unnoticed. I'm not sure if listeners know we award a player voted prize each week based on those sort of pressure acts and 1%ers, and Darcy's our most recent winner. So I think the team's definitely responding to your your selfless footy. But again, it's hard to get in that headspace to really truly commit to team first footy. But I think the thing is that at the moment, the more people that are doing that, they say around the club a lot, rising tide lifts all boats, and we're all playing better footy because we're more narrowly focused on our role. How have you seen the sort of improvement in our form in the second half of the season? It sort of matched your own.
Yeah, no, it's been huge. I feel like we saw glimpses of it early in the season, and we all had a belief that we could do it. And then I think it really only took us, sort of all deciding to play our roles, play for each other. It's really brought out our best footy, and obviously now I think we got more clarity on our style of footy. I think that's really helped us throughout each line of the field, and the connection between the lines. I don't know about you guys, but I've never felt that stronger than this year. So I think we're primed coming into this week, to be honest, and I'm really confident coming in. So yeah.
I love it. I feel like we're all kind of feeling the system at the moment, and the type of footy and brand that we want to show everyone and ourselves as a collective. So, it's great to hear that from others around the club as well.
Especially someone trying to play a high forward role. I think that's been an unrewarding role in recent years. But when we're playing the system, it's such a critical role, and you're doing it so well, mate.
Oh, thank you.
That's good. So how are you feeling coming into this weekend? Is this your first ever final?
Yeah, first final with Geelong. I haven't played finals since my juniors, and I haven't had that much success in footy finals. So, I'm sort of just trying to take it like every other game. The more pressure I put on myself and us, I feel like the less easy it is to play well as a collective and individually. So I'm just trying to take it as any other game. I'm really excited for our group. This is a huge opportunity. And I feel, as I said before, really confident. I think we could have easily have been in the top 4 in any team that comes our way. I'm confident that we can beat them. So I'm excited. It's going to be great on our home deck. So it's going to be good.
Is most of Colac coming?
I don't know about that one. I missed a radio interview yesterday, so I think I missed my opportunity to hype it up a bit. But
get on the Facebook post. Come down to Gino.
No, I'm sure there'll be a few coming down, especially those who have been there with me throughout the journey. The special people are coming too, so fam and stuff.
The only other sort of, this is slightly non-footy, but I'm interested in how you're just feeling generally at the moment, because you're clearly in a great spot. Now, I was saying to Becky earlier, I'm amazed at all my teammates who have dogs, right? So you've got a new addition, Riley.
Yep.
Just interested in what Riles has done for your just your peace and quiet.
Oh, she's definitely
of mind, but also in your house.
She definitely tests my patience, that's for sure. I didn't think it would be because my dog at home, she's really like placid. She's a border collie as well, and she's like, we never had any trouble with her. She never dug. She never chewed anything. So I was like, oh, yeah, it's not that hard.
Reflection on mum and dad's training.
God. And then I got Riley and I was like, this is not going to be as easy as I thought. But she's beautiful. She's so cute, so loving and everything. But George gets really annoyed because she digs holes in George's yard, but not my own, which is good for me because I'm renting. But, yeah, she barks at night sometimes as well, early in the morning. She did this morning. I'm not sure if Georgie heard it. She sleeps like a rock, but she was barking this morning, last night. So it's just some days she's great and she's beautiful. She does nothing wrong. And then some days she's the worst.
Tests the patience.
Well, as we've discussed, you need something else in your life other than just thinking about footy finals all the time. So I'm sure it's going well for you. We'll check with Rankin as to see whether it's going well with her.
No, we love it. Thanks for jumping on, Darce. Love having a bit of insight about you and your footy so far, and we can't wait to run out there with you on the weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Big 25.
Big 20. I mean, a pumped Darce is the best.
Love it. Thanks for joining us, Darce.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Darcy Moloney, we didn't mention the fact that she was sort of probably guest of the season last season on Catterboxes because she speaks so well about her own development and
she's very self-aware, isn't she?
Oh, she's so self-aware.
She's not even 20 yet, is she?
God, I don't think so.
Not even 20 and just speaks like she's so wise.
Yeah. So everyone, if you weren't already coming because you're excited about finals, come to see Darcy Maloney play her 25th game.
25th game, home deck again.
Home deck.
Talked about it earlier, but driving up to GMHBA knowing we're playing on our deck,
I know.
There's nothing better.
There's nothing better. I think, and like tickets are still $10 for the finals, which is great. Kids are still free. I can't speak highly enough of the sort of response that we feel, the energy that we get from our home crowd. Game on game, year on year, I feel like that's growing, and to feel it for a final is just, oh gosh, can't wait.
So pumped. So get down 7:10 GMHBA Saturday night. So keen.
Yes, so keen. I was honestly keeping calm earlier in the week, and I've had to do a bit of work on the game on the weekend, and now we're chatting about it, and I need to find some calm this afternoon, but
that's good.
Who needs it?
Alrighty, Catterboxes. We will chat to you next week. Hopefully,
that's the plan.
All smiling. See you guys.
See ya.